Hey everyone, welcome to my video tutorial on how to reduce noise from an audio file using the program Audacity. Audacity is a free to download application. It is free to use as well, no payments needed, and you can find it easily on the website that you should see popping up on screen right now. The reason why we would want to reduce noise from our audio files is because when we're doing video editing, sometimes we may get audio clips from persons that you might hear something like a fan blowing in the background, or you might hear a sharp sudden noise, or you might hear someone speaking in the background. And sometimes it's a bit distracting when you have to add video or put that in a video. So I'm hoping that after today's tutorial, we are able to clean up audio files that we may get as much as we possibly can. So let's begin. Before we actually start working with the Audacity program, I need to show you how to actually get the Audacity program. This is the icon of how it looks like when it's downloaded. And in order to get this downloaded, you open your web browser and you search for this website, audacityteam.org. This will take you directly to the Audacity homepage. And from here, you go on to the download drop-down box and select your operating system. I'm using Windows, so I'll click on Windows. And on this page, you need to read and figure out which version of Audacity works best with the version of Windows that you're currently operating on. So for, I believe, Windows 10, Windows 8, and Windows 7, they recommend that you use the latest version of Audacity. You then click on the links, the relevant links, in order to download the program file. After that, you go right ahead and install the program like how you would install any regular program on your laptop or computer. Once it's finished downloading, we now will open our Audacity program. And this is how generally the screen would look like. So let's get rid of that. This is the Audacity interface. We have a microphone input, a speaker, a playback volume, and then we have some buttons up here: pause, play, stop, record. Okay. Now what we're most interested in is the effect menu, which has noise reduction. But as you can see, you can't click on it, and you can't click on it because you don't have anything to work with. So I'm actually going to import a file that I recorded earlier in order to use as an example. So I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. Now I saved an audio file on my desktop, right? It's an MP3 file. So I drag this file over. And here I have my MP3 file. So let me play this. Let me check my volume. Okay, let me play this. 7 people were arrested on the beach in Mayaro for breaching the Public Health Ordinance COVID-19 regulations. They've since been charged for the offense. They were caught during roving checks conducted in the Eastern Division yesterday. Between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., officers of the Mayaro CID and Task Force, supervised by Sergeant Bim, were... Okay, so that was something I recorded earlier for this exercise. Now, if you were listening, you would have heard some almost like a fan noise in the background of my voice. And that is what we're going to try to get rid of today. So what you want to do is first, let's make this a bit larger so we can see the spaces a lot better. To do this, we can hold the control button on the keyboard and then scroll your mouse up, the wheel of the mouse up, in order to enlarge it. Now this is a nice big space here. So we've identified this empty space, but this empty space actually has a lot of noise in it, and I'm going to play it so you can hear. It's like a light hum or a light disturbance. So we want to get rid of this. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to get rid of this not just from this section but from the entire audio recording. But first what we need to do is now we need to go into effect, and now you will see all of these different effects available. We want to go into noise reduction, and then we want to get the noise profile first. So this is a pretty small file, so it didn't take that long in order to acquire the noise profile. Now that we have a noise profile, if we hold Control A and scroll out, so scroll out will be Control and the mouse wheel down, we can see that our entire audio file has now been selected. Now we go into Effect again, and we click on noise reduction again. And now that we have our noise profile, we can do noise reduction. So I usually would advise for something as low as this, you keep the settings that Audacity has already given you. So 8, 4, and 3, and then you click OK. So now we see that this line, which was a bit thicker before, is now a lot thinner. That would mean that a lot of the noise is gone now and is no longer there. And to make sure of this, let's listen. So now that hum is a lot less lower than before. If you're not satisfied with this, you could always try selecting the entire file again using Control A, and you could apply the noise reduction again if you want. We already have a noise profile, so we'll just do the noise reduction one more time. And now you'll see that this line is completely flat. Just get back that section we were working with. This is the section here. Let's play. And it is almost completely gone, but it's gone to the point where it is not going to make a difference. It's not going to be picked up as much. So let's listen to the file again from the beginning. 7 people were arrested on the beach in Mayaro for breaching the Public Health Ordinance COVID-19 regulations. They've since been charged for the offense. They were caught during roving checks conducted in the Eastern Division yesterday. Between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., officers of the Mayaro CID and Task Force, supervised by Sergeant. Right, so we get the idea of how it works. So let me actually now undo everything with my Control Z. Oops, I undid it a little bit too much. Let's redo the import. And listen to the original file one more time to hear the difference. 7 people were arrested on the beach in Mayaro for breaching the Public Health Ordinance COVID-19 regulations. And now let's try to redo noise reduction, redo it one more time. So now that we're back to where we were, let's listen to it. 7 people were arrested on the beach in Mayaro for breaching the Public Health Ordinance COVID-19 regulation. And that's it. That's how we do a basic noise reduction for an audio file. This would help you tremendously when you're working with audio files from persons. If there's some background noise, it will eliminate between 90 to 100% of the background noise, and that is going to make for a lot cleaner audio and a lot less distraction when persons are listening to the audio. When you are finished with your noise reduction, you go to File, you go to Export, and then you export as an MP3. You choose a saving location, wherever that saving location may be. So in this case, I'm saving it on the desktop. I will save this as news example clean. You can set your presets, so what quality you want it to be saved as. Save. Now you don't need to edit these things right now, so you can just leave this blank. Click OK. And that's it. The audio file has now been saved. You will see it appear on your desktop because that's where we saved it. So that is all for today in the noise reduction tutorial. I hope this was beneficial and I hope that it helps going forward. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope it is of great help to you in your future video editing.